Hi everybody, welcome back to Robin's Kitchen. I'm excited to start the new series with you guys. We are doing the Sunday dinner series. And so our first video in this series is chicken stock. Chicken stock is like the base for a lot of our dishes. And if your base is good, if your foundation is good, everything else is gonna be fantastic. So usually when people make chicken stock, they just put their chicken parts in the pot, some veggies that are on their way out, throw it in the pot, create their stock. But sometimes if we take a few extra steps, our stock will be more robust and then you can taste it in your dishes. So what I'm doing today, these are some veggies that I had around the house. So whatever you have is fine. If you have bell pepper, sometimes I use tomato, whatever you have, it's fine for this dish. We're gonna roast these veggies. I have my oven preheated at 400 degrees. We're gonna roast them for about 15 minutes. We don't want them to be burnt, but we want a nice roasted flavor. So I have here 4 stalks of celery. So I just broke it up. I have, look at green onion that's on its way out. So I have a few green onions. I have shallots, garlic, which I just cut in half. So 1 bulb of garlic that I cut in half. I have carrots. We always have carrots around. And I have a white onion. So I'm gonna roast these. I also have fresh herbs. So I have, because I like to use a combination of fresh herbs and dry herbs for my stock. Just gives it depth of flavor. So I have here sage, a bay leaf, thyme, and rosemary. You can get these herbs at Trader Joe's for like $1.99. Go to, your local store. But like I said, you don't have to use fresh herbs, but if you have them, use them. And then I also made my own chicken stock seasoning. So when I tell you this is simple, it is simple. I have 4 bouillon cubes here, right? I'm using these type of bouillon. It's like $1.50 a box. If you have the Better Than Bouillon chicken base, use that instead. Usually I have some, but all I have is beef and lobster, so that's not gonna go with this dish. I have 4 bouillon cubes crushed up. I have black pepper. I have onion powder, garlic powder, a pinch of smoked paprika, and red pepper flakes, and dry oregano. So all that is in my stock seasoning. And then I have my salt and pepper. So what I want to do, oh, and the best part, the chicken, y'all. See, y'all should do a drinking game. Every time Robin mess up, take a shot. But I have my chicken quarters here that I have cleaned. I took the feathers off. It's nice and dry and ready to go. If you have a rotisserie chicken, sometimes you buy rotisserie chicken and I have all these bones and stuff. Put that in your stock. You can use that because I've made stock plenty of times with a rotisserie chicken, okay? And it cuts down, a lot of the steps. You can use that. Chicken pieces, whatever you have, that's fine. I just have chicken quarters. So, and the great thing about making your own stock, if you're using chicken quarters or whole chicken, whatever you want to use, you have meat later. So this recipe is like twofold. We have almost 1 gallon of chicken stock and we have chicken meat that we can use later for our recipes. So let's get started. I have my oven preheated at 400 degrees. I got a little bit of olive oil here. I just want to drizzle a little olive oil, just a little olive oil. We don't need a lot. And then I'm just going to season it with salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. We're going to put this in our oven for about, like I said, 15 minutes. We just want a nice roasted flavor. And we're going to add this to our stock. With our chicken, you can roast your chicken, but what I'm opting to do is I'm gonna sear my chicken in my Dutch oven. So that's what I'm gonna do with that. So we got our veggies here. Let me get my chicken. I'm going to get my olive oil here, spread it over the chicken here. Get my salt and pepper, season that as well. And you see in my chicken stock seasoning, I don't have salt because the bouillon has a lot of salt. So you can opt out of putting salt on this if you want a salt-free chicken stock, low sodium. All right, so we're gonna put this in the oven, 400 degrees. We're gonna let it roast for like 15 minutes. And when we come back, we're gonna sear our chicken and layer our flavors for our chicken stock. See you in a few. All right, you guys, so our veggies are out of the oven, and now it's time for us to sear our chicken. I have my quarters here. We're gonna do about a minute on each side. You want it to brown, about a minute on each side. Woo! Big piece of chicken. Yes. And this is just gonna add depth of flavor to our stock. Oh, this is a big piece right here. You just want a minute on each side. And then when we come back, we're gonna add our veggies, we're gonna add our herbs, our seasoning, and our water. So I'll see you in about 60 seconds. All right, you guys, I decided to do 2 minutes per side. You see the chicken is brown, kind of blistered. So that's what we want. Now at this point, we're gonna add all our roasted veggies. All that flavor. We're gonna add our water. Oh yeah. We're gonna add our water. Add a little bit more water. Okay. To this. This is gonna make a lot of stock. All right, we're gonna add our herb bundle. So we have our herb bundle here. Well, you know what, no. Let's put my seasoning in first. We're gonna bring this to a boil and then a simmer. This is ghetto fabulous now. I know I need a big spoon, but this is what I got. Oh my gosh, already. It smells so divine in this kitchen. I wish I had smell-o-vision so you can really smell what's going on here. And then I'm gonna add my herb bundle here as well. If you have like a tea bag, they have like disposable tea bags, you can put the herb bundle in there. Or if you have butcher's twine, just, you know, tie them together. I ain't got all that. We're just gonna throw it in there. We're gonna allow this to come to a boil, then a simmer. So once it comes to the boil, we're gonna come back. We're gonna get, you know, the fat and all the little, you know, film off the top. We're gonna bring it to a simmer and we're gonna cover for about, I like to cook mine about 2 hours until the meat, we wanna cook it until the meat comes off of the bone. So, I'll see you in about 10 minutes. All right, y'all, as you can see, our stock has come to a boil. So now we're just gonna scrape the top of this so, to get all that fat. You see this film? We're gonna get that all out. We don't want that in our stock. We want our stock to be beautiful golden brown. So we're gonna get all this fat, all this film and yuck, yuck, yuck off the top. Do as best as you can. Get that all. I don't want none of my stock to leave. And so I'm gonna bring it down to a simmer. I'm just gonna get this out. Yeah. To the side. Right here's a little, yeah. Get this out of there. Yes, get it out, get it out, get it out. All that film. Yeah, the sides. Especially on the sides. It collects on the sides. So, I don't want none of my veggies to leave, right? I don't want to take these out. Okay, I'm going to skim again a little later. Just skim this. Oh my God, it smells beautiful already. It smells beautiful. So now I have this on a low simmer. Oh wait, there's a little bit more that I can get out right here. I see a little bit. Come on. You know, it ain't perfect, but. All right, so I have this like on a low simmer. I'm gonna cover it with my lid. I'm gonna allow this to simmer about an hour. Come back, skim some more, and then let it simmer about another hour. So about 2 hours total. We want this to be a nice, rich broth. So yeah, in about an hour, we're gonna come back and we're gonna skim it some more. See you in a few. All right, you guys, we are back. My stock has been simmering about 2.5 hours on low. Luckily, I didn't have to skim it a second time. So that's great. That's always great because that's less work for me. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the chicken out. We're gonna take the vegetables out. Once you do that, you're gonna pour your liquid like into a cheesecloth, or if you have like a strainer, use that so you can get some of the loose particles out and you can have a smooth stock. I don't have cheesecloth. I wish I did. Oh my gosh, this would be the perfect stock if I had cheesecloth. But I'm just gonna use a strainer. I'm gonna store my stock in these food safe containers. These are great. I got these for $7 because the smaller ones are $5.99 at my local grocery store. But if you go to like Smart and Final, you can get like 32 of these for like $7 at Smart and Final. Go to Costco, Sam's Club, you know, where you get your kitchen supplies. Or if you don't have these, use mason jars and anything with airtight containers. I freeze some of my stock. I freeze some and I keep some in the refrigerator because I'm always cooking with stocks, okay? So at this point, we are gonna turn the fire off. We are going to take our chicken out and our veggies. So I'm gonna place my chicken on this baking sheet. Woo-wee, it smells divine. So I'm gonna take this chicken out. The chicken is so tender. See, look, it's falling off the bone. So we're just gonna put our chicken here. And usually I wait till it cools all the way and I just shred it up, put it in like sandwich bags or airtight container, and I'll use it for later and I'll freeze it, right? You can make soup with it. Look at the brown skin, right? That meat is falling off the bone, baby. All right, so let's see here. I thought I had like 4 chickens. Shoot, it fell off the bone for real. It's all good. Wait, I feel one. Look, there's so much chicken in here. Look, coming off the bone, baby. And like I said, you can use this for other recipes, right? So this stock is like twofold, stock and chicken, nice and seasoned. Sometimes I use this chicken to make tacos, you know what I'm saying? Tacos, soup, whatever. Sometimes I use this meat, like this is the stock I make during like Thanksgiving. And I put this meat in my dressing, you know, baby. When I make greens, let me tell you something. When I make my greens, I use my stock to cook my greens. And my greens be hitting every time. Every time, I don't miss. So what we're gonna do, like I said, is we're gonna get these veggies out. But let me show you how beautiful this stock is. Look at the color. Look at that color. You see that? So I just gotta get the veggies out. I'm gonna strain it a few times and then we're gonna store it. So when we come back, you're gonna see the stored chicken stock. See you in a few. Hey y'all. So my recipe made just under 1 gallon of stock. You know what you can do with a gallon of stock? You can make soups, you can make stews. I make greens with this, collard greens. You can make dressing. Anything that calls for chicken stock, you have it available. I freeze my stock. So, and a great way to freeze this is to put like an ice tray and freeze it like cubes, like ice cubes. So that's an easy, no fuss way to freeze your chicken stock. But like I said, you can use this for so many different recipes, pastas, anything you can think of, here you go. So 1 gallon of stock. I could have strained it one more time, but I didn't feel like it. But this is good enough, and it's liquid gold. And like I said, we have chicken. So I'm gonna freeze this chicken. I can use this for tacos. I can use this for, what else I can use it? Whatever I need chicken, shredded chicken for, I have it here. So until next time, don't be afraid to take a risk. Bye, love you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you.